Welcome back to the 11th episode of the podcast, Boogie Pop and the Crew.
Boogie Pop and the Crew. Boogie Pop and the Crew. Boogie Pop and the who? Boogie Pop and the Crew. Damn, I still ain't made a fucking thing for that. I'm flagging a little bit.
We're like 2 months in. But I did count. In the past 2 months, 2 to 3 months, we've made about almost 11 hours of content.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
11 hours of our life. We gotta get famous, right?
Definitely not 11. It's been more like, you got to double that because we watched a movie to get the resource for the podcast, and then we have to edit the podcast, and then we have to do the little meetings of post-production and all that. Really, like 50. It's been like 50 hours in the past 2 months that we've worked on it. They actually see 10 of those hours.
Nah. But yeah,
I hope you enjoyed. Before we get into this today's podcast episode, we got a cool episode for you guys. A little bit of a spinoff, but still media centric. I hope you enjoyed the last episode. As far as I'm concerned, it did not get community guidelines striked. It should have, because we said every word in the book.
What?
And if you haven't watched that episode,
it was late that night, so I wasn't even holding back.
Yeah. If you haven't watched that episode, it's a crazy episode with tons of good clips, I feel like. Especially from JV. JV made a lot of funny shit because I was too speechless for that last episode talking about that movie. And we made JV just go through it. And normally you start saying like, oh, you flip around a little bit. You're like, I like this part, and then this happened, and then you'll make a joke out of context. Nah, this movie, you were like, here's what happened. Here's the shit. And you're like, this shit is so crazy, I can't even make a joke about it half the time. And then the funniest clip of all time, I need to actually clip it. And so if you've seen a short of it, let me know in the comments. But it's just, I edited it to where you're talking about the movie, and you're like, we open the scene, the red light comes on, everyone starts screaming, Bukkake. and then I like doubled your voice. I did your echo for voice, so it's just 3 JVs going, Bukkake, 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 Bukkake. And that clip is so funny to me. And I'm going to have to show you that after. Yeah. Because that shit is hilarious. But that episode has to be top 3 funniest episodes so far. So definitely check that out.
It was wild.
That's a crazy one.
I was telling Ian about that. I was like, I've been champing around with watching shows I don't really even like, just finishing it because I started it. And Mope is I'm telling you, 2 minutes in, I wanted to get out of there.
Me too. But the moment I feel like that is when I feel like I'm about to have a good video because of it. Fair. So sometimes I do lock in.
Yeah.
Because if we weren't doing this podcast and you said, "Hey, bruh," because if 5 minutes in you're like, "Can we not watch it? Like, do we need to watch this?" And I was like, "No." But who else has done a podcast about this movie?
Yeah.
So I was like, we got to. A lot of my own personal videos, I'm like, the ones I'm like struggling to get out, or it's half my files corrupted in editing, or some bullshit happens. Those that once I put it out finally and go through the struggle, those always bang.
Shit, bet that.
That one might be like a cult classic in the fan base of Offbeat. But speaking of that, today we actually have a video idea. I got inspired by from, I think it was another podcast. But this is a formula that has been done hundreds and hundreds of times, not just on videos. Today we're doing, as you see in the title, an anime 3x3. Anime 3x3. Anime 3x3 or 3x3 in general is basically you pick You have a quadrant. It's you pick the 9 favorites of a certain topic. So today we're going to do our favorite animes. So JV's 3x3, my 3x3, but just V's 3x3, Rox's 3x3.
You feel me? And we finna
and
get live. If you know me, you know him. You know we dabble in anime.
oh yes, but before you click off, because I swear it's not just my thing. Isn't just gonna be. I like Demon Slayer because it's the newest thing out. It's not. Unfortunately we're not like that.
Yeah, we really don't like recency bias. If anything, we're as old school as it gets.
It's a little bit
Not as it gets. I'm not that fucking old. But
I chose in my 3x3. I chose nostalgia. I chose what I grew up with. I chose the anime that made me me, and then I chose 1 or 2 of my like past couple year favorites. So I kind of got a span
okay.
of the lifetime of me as an anime viewer.
Okay. I'm just out here.
I'm
just
you just freeballing.
I'm just
I wanted to say all of I want to eat free commando right now. I just wanted to say all that before we get into it, because the problem I feel like recently with anime, but also what is beautiful about it, is that it is so popular now.
Oh yeah,
It is awesome. It is awesome that I can.
we come a long way. We've come a long way.
It's awesome that
More
I
y'all
can
need to watch
see
that
a whole nother.
real shit.
I hope you got that in there, or at least you gotta do that TikTok where it's like you're talking like behind the camera's right here, and you're talking like this, and you're like, "Who said that?" Hey, if you want TikToks, bro, let me know. I just had to say that because anime is so widely accessible right now and popular, and I say like popular and accessible because back then that shit was accessible to a degree.
To a degree, yeah.
As in,
I
would
find
have
that
to
channel at a certain time.
Yes, I would have to either watch Adult Swim to just watch Cowboy Bebop, or I would have to take my mom's laptop, or maybe a school laptop or a school computer barely worked. I would have to go online and I would have to watch some bullshit.
You
And
could
without getting a hack.
if you wasn't watching Toonami late at night on a Saturday, you could have also caught on a Saturday as well.
Toonami, yeah. True.
I think it was PBS. PBS early in the morning would play Dragon Ball. That much I remember. But
Or 4Kids.
or yeah,
4Kids, right?
4Kids would play One Piece with Sanji and a lollipop. Yeah, feel me. But yeah, those are the days where you had to go and search for that shit. Like, oh my god, this we can make a whole little thing about how streaming is really as made anime probably as popular as it is now, because you can get straight to it.
Yeah.
Before you had to go and look for it.
And how I divvy up anime viewers, which I'm not comparing, nor am I pitting anime viewers against each other. I think it's just a good practice to see what kind of person you are. So, for example, of this is actually a bad example, but I'm still going to say it. A war veteran versus someone that just joined the military.
Yeah.
I respect them both. One is a little bit different than the other.
Yeah.
That's a bad example because now I'm going to compare it to anime. But if you've watched anime before, even 2020, you are more so considered not necessarily a veteran. A veteran would be like you were watching 90s, 2000s when it was coming out, 80s even. But you are an experienced.
That's a relic.
I feel like,
Boy, you're
that's
a relic.
You old as shit. That's more of an experienced versus when 2020 came around. No one had nothing to do. Everyone hopped on and started binging anime. Like a lot of new people,
And a lot
which is
of
good.
and it's also because a lot of us,
I just can't relate to them.
I wouldn't say
as much.
us, but well, I'll say us. We're a community. No need for us to divide each other.
Yeah, that's why I was saying I respect both.
Yeah.
But it's harder for me. I found it's harder for me to relate to those, the newer anime watchers than a little bit older
Yeah.
ones, even if I haven't seen everything.
I think we're in that weird area where, we're not quite the Gunnar audience side of both older anime fans and newer anime fans.
Yeah.
But I think it's more accepted to be, well, Gunnar.
It is funnier to be in now than back then. Like,
So
if I
there's
said
a
I
lot-
like anime titties back then, I would have got crucified.
Nah,
But
well,
now everyone's
yeah.
saying I like anime titties, and everyone cheers you on, or a
Not
whole
everyone.
group of guys cheers you on.
I know a few that don't fuck with you. I know a few.
Which is still like the core root of like
Yeah.
how anime is still objectively weird,
Yeah.
but that's what makes it awesome.
But with that being said, I think there's just a lot more teens that just don't go out nowadays and just kind of stay in, throw on an anime, whatever anime is popular right now. What's popping? What's in the new season? We got JJK. The Calling Games just
So
dropped.
much, yeah. Oshinoko is coming.
Oshinoko's
My
coming.
Hero just stopped.
My Hero literally just ended, which took that shit to a whole new stratosphere. That last season really did its job. Shout out to the people who was really fucking with My Hero from day one, because I ain't gonna lie, there was a part in there I was like, yeah, this shit ain't it, bruh. And then final season hit, and I'm like, you know what? This shit is that good.
Yeah.
I fuck with this shit here.
Yeah.
But yeah, and also coming out this season, they dropped an hour episode on their first episode, to be sentenced a hero. And I ain't
really?
gonna lie, the same people that was
Damn, an hour?
animating Mashoku Tensei
Oh, really? Got that?
was animating that.
I would actually check that out if they were.
So that shit,
animating
that shit was gas. First episode gas. I'm excited for that.
Who's
But
the studio?
for hell if I know. Sometimes I don't even be looking. I just be watching shit. You feel me? Yo,
Sometimes it's obvious. Like you see Mappa, you see Bones,
yeah,
and you're like, yeah, that's obvious.
yeah. I don't. I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly. I can check.
But either way, I think we should get into it because these not 3x3s can take a little bit of time.
Hey, I'm ready.
So, do you want to go yours fully and then mine fully, or you want to go one by one on our list?
We go one by one. Alternate.
One by one? Okay. All right. All right. You want to start?
I don't know why the fuck I'm
You want to start?
looking it up on my phone. I can't see a fuck thing.
That is not working.
I cannot see a damn thing. Now you start, because I'm still don't even know what the hell I'm doing.
Okay. I got my list here. I also got a bunch of honorable mentions that I can mention later.
How did your list look, by the way?
I gotta look it up. So I don't have the actual 3x3, but I just wrote my 9.
Okay.
But technically, it would be in a on the screen right now. I'll show you my whole quadrant. So there will be 9, boom, 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 boom in a square. So they can see the whole thing right now for mine. And I'm going to talk about one of those.
And what the fuck does mean though?
What?
like, let's say we got the quadrant, right?
Yeah. So
Three
imagine
here,
a
three
square.
down?
Yes, 3,
Corner is what?
3 down.
Does they mean anything, or is just like you saying? You
So like the top would be one of mine, 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 until it equals 9.
and that's just like favorites.
Yeah. So
Just favorites? Is that
Yeah.
what okay.
Yeah. It's your 9 favorites. A 3x3 is your 9 favorites.
Okay.
So and the 3x3 is just in math 3 or geometry 3 by
Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah. Okay.
People also
Just
do
enough.
9x9s.
I wasn't
but
sure if
that's
it was
extreme.
like a what is it? Table of
No, it's similar, but not. Yeah.
yeah. So I was thinking that for each of the
It's
rows
it's
there
a-
might have been a rule on the side or a rule at the top. Which
No.
would make it a certain answer to your 3x3.
Oh yeah, no,
But-
no, but I did do what I said, like some nostalgia, some I kind of went like that.
Okay,
but
okay.
it doesn't have to be like that.
Okay. I'll just do non-favorite.
Yeah, it's
got
not. It's
top-
9 favorite.
top of my head,
It's
I got
9 that means the most to you, and normally in 3x3s they have like substantial reasons why.
Hey, Chad, I'm about to take his answers. I just seen his whole list, bro.
Dude, should I say some of my what is it called? Honorable mentions, or should I just go
Do that
in?
last.
Okay. All right. I'll start from the top. Fooly Cooly.
Fooly Cooly.
Do you have that on yours? Oh, well, if you have that on yours, we can both talk about it. Obviously, that's also how
It won't be in my
part about
mind.
3x3s.
It won't be in my 3x3.
All right, but if you do have one that I say, or if I have one you say, just chime in and we'll talk.
Yeah,
Either
bet
way,
that.
you chime in.
Bet that.
But Fooly Cooly, that's the best music anime to me, in my opinion. Music in anime is almost more important to me than other aspects. I think it's hard to say, because I was going to say music in anime and music in media is more important to me than some plot and characters and stuff. But to me, good music in media expands the plot and helps the character.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what it does in Fooly Cooly. You kind of understand the tone of the characters from the music. Shout out to the Pillows. They made most of the original soundtrack, if I'm not mistaken. It's one of the bands and songs I've heard that like I instantly started loving. Like, I was like, oh my God, I instantly will add this to whatever fucking playlist I need to. The Pillows, it's a soft indie Japanese alternative-ish rock band. That shit is gas.
This shit is gas.
A lot of the songs I still listen to
It's
now.
one of the few,
And we watched it together.
exactly, one of the few ones we watched together. And I liked it. That whole thing on his forehead.
Yeah, there's a whole like penis forehead
Wicked.
thing. I don't know.
Wicked.
The TV character, the TV like robot character. I always forget names.
I don't know what his name was. but
That
he
shit
was
is
dope.
fire.
He
Character
was dope,
design is anything that's kind of like Japanese street Y2K, but that like original classic feel, not just like the newer wave of like nowadays. I love the Y2K outfits, especially like Japanese streetwear and stuff. But they take it to such an extreme level that sometimes I like the OG of it.
Yeah.
And Fooly Cooly is just, that's one of the ones I mentioned that one first because that's one of the ones that not only did it signify like there's some pieces of media you watch, you play, or you listen to, or you read that you're like, now this is permanently a percentage of my personality. Does that make sense? You're like,
Trust me.
I am
Trust me, I know.
taking a substantial amount of energy from this versus other things. And Fooly Cooly is like, okay, now I'm realizing one of my favorite genres is this type of music or is this type of art style. And then us watching it together also, when we moved into the apartment and there was fucking no furniture, no thing on the walls, the lighting barely worked, what it felt like. It was just a regular apartment, you know. That shit was like teaching us. It felt like it teach me like a little independence, you know. It was like coinciding with that. It was like you really got to do your own thing, and
Yeah.
that's why I love it. I love it. That's why I love it.
Love that shit.
I love it. But obviously we haven't watched Progressive, or I think the other
Yeah.
one is Alternative.
You haven't
But
watched Progressive.
You
with
don't
Flo,
need to.
With
You don't need to. That's the best part. If you watch the original Fooly Cooly and nothing else, you've experienced 99% of Fooly Cooly. It's sad, but it's fine.
Wait,
It's just common that the other ones aren't as good.
I might have watched another one. I ain't gonna lie. I might have watched.
There's like 3.
Yeah, I might have watched one. Cause I don't remember though. But I don't remember, so I'm not gonna say I have. Cause was there a girl? Was there a brown black haired girl in
Most likely.
the first one? That was
yeah, it was
prominent,
like the
though.
girl. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Is the girl the whole bike scene? She rides the bike.
Pull up the clip. No.
Pull up the clip. She rides a bike. She's cool. She has like glasses on or goggles on. She's like brownish orange hair.
Talking about somebody else. I'm talking about somebody else.
But that shit's sick.
I'm not sure if I have or have not. But the first one is gold.
I think also the fact that it's like
another pink hair baddie.
Yeah. Also, that 6 episodes really helped because it was like it was just like watching a movie.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is like, it's like an experience you can take all in at once. You don't really have to wait. And that really aided to its favor because you could like rewatch it again, kind of notice a lot of new stuff. It's very like Kill la Kill almost. There's something around that time where it's like,
yeah,
personalities are extreme, but it's also cool to just be. It was back when being cool and like mysterious and like I didn't give a fuck was actually cool.
Yeah,
and mysterious.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Rebellious. It was when rebelling meant rebelling. And now
edgy. That was around the time where things could actually be. Well,
yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Did you just twerk?
I don't know what's going on. Everything that's happening over here is just getting wicked.
I'm seeing 2 of the same people twerk.
Getting wicked over there. But yeah. My turn?
Yeah.
All right, for my one, I'm gonna go back.
Nah.
Way
they started
back.
Kissing each other.
And it's
I'm gonna show you a picture of that, but it's AI. I'm gonna put an AI picture there.
No, you can't tell the people that. You can't tell the people that's AI. You gotta let them believe. Anywho,
True.
My number one, Dragon Ball Z. It ain't even.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
It ain't even. I'm putting this. This isn't my number one, like as in like, oh, it's my all time favorite. Because honestly, there's a couple of animes I'll put above it.
Yeah.
But it's the number one in the sense of how it molded me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking. I seen one Goku fight, and after that, I was fading everybody in school, like for real. School, after school program, neighborhood. It didn't matter. Everybody could catch the fade. Any and everybody. I don't care if she got hair. I keep it fair.
Wait, what?
Throw the socks on my hands.
Wait, what?
I soften up the blows a little bit, but she's still getting her ass beat.
Oh, you find women. Yeah. Hey, they do that in Dragon Ball. So
Yeah, equal rights, equal lefts. That's what they say, right?
I guess so.
What is that? Progressive.
I don't think that's necessarily.
That's progressive.
I don't think that's.
Because back in the day, we were just beating women. Just beating women just for the hell of it. Now we're doing it on an equal term.
Yeah, but I don't think.
Fighting for our right.
I don't think progressive.
Put
The first
hands
thing
on
up on the
people.
list is to fight women.
Progressive.
I'm progressive. I fight women. I think some people fighting women is cool.
Yeah, I mean, like,
It is more.
I wasn't actively fighting women. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't fighting women at all, really. Unless she was really pissing me off.
That's why you're so confident saying it. Wait. Anyways, which one did you start with?
I started with Dragon Ball Z.
Cool.
I didn't start with Dragon Ball. Still haven't seen all of Dragon Ball. I'll keep it a book. But Dragon Ball Z, from start to finish, is one of them ones. And it's important that I say this because people start to lose who Goku is as a character the further we're getting away from Dragon Ball Z. And the more Super comes up, the more Daima comes up. Yes, he was meant to be written in that way, how Super and Daima is, but how he is in Dragon Ball Z will always sit with the Dragon Ball Z core fan base because it showed so much growth as a person who was so simplistic, but his simplicity made his character so diverse.
Is there, with what you said with Super and stuff, like after Dragon Ball Z, was there, like with Gohan and stuff, was there ever an implication that he passes down a torch?
Yeah.
Or like main character
Yeah.
to be the protagonist?
Yeah.
Is that why he's changed?
Who,
Or
Goku?
is he still the same, but now they're shedding light on, like, was it consenting like that? Like, was Goku like, yes, like, this is what, did it make sense for that character? Or was
I'ma
it some
say-
bullshit? Because
I'm gonna say it like
I
this.
swear I heard something where it's like, or what is GT? GT is like fan made, right?
GT is, I think, technically fan made. I
So
think.
around then, did they like force other characters to replace Goku, or
No.
did
Goku was still the forefront. Goku was always the main character and will always be the main character because people just can't seem to let.
because he's icon?
They can't be progressive like we are.
I mean, it's like the Bible, man. Jesus is the main character. Bro. to
That's a whole can of words, dog.
to Mexicans and black people, Dragon Ball might just be the Bible. If we're being honest.
Hey, what can I say?
I've never seen a Mexican guy work out and not say he was inspired by Goku.
Yeah. No, you got a point. You got a point. But what I will say to that is during the Cell games, it felt more like a pass of the torch. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen Dragon Ball Z, Goku dies.
I think everyone.
Funny enough. But he dies, and that was supposed to be a complete passing of the torch to Gohan, because Gohan ascended past the level of what was known to be the strongest, which was his father,
Yeah.
into Super Saiyan 2 and beat the main bad guy who was a great villain.
That was Cell.
Cell, perfect Cell.
What?
Hey, tell the world how Cell, every Cell character been
Holy
giving you
shit, bro.
hell on that damn game.
Every
dog.
no, not just that damn game. We've been playing Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra.
Yeah.
Dude, Cell's a fucking powerhouse.
What?
And not even in that, but every other Budokai game,
Yeah.
Cell is just a monster.
Yeah. He be giving you hell in Squadra. He be
Yes.
trouble, but unless I'm getting jumped, he don't really be too much trouble for me. You know who be giving me hell? I told you this last time. Fucking Topo. Topo be giving me fucking hell, dog. He just won't stop.
They won't stop. Please, if you're watching this, please hop on Dragon Ball.
Squadra.
Hop on Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra. Because
and
we
catch
need more
us.
players.
Catch us.
Catch a fade.
Yeah, come catch a fade.
Catch a fade.
I main Oob. I main. Who would I say I made in technical? Technical, I'll say Ultimate Gohan, and I main Baby on defense ish. I might change. That might change
And I'll tell you what.
because I've been getting my ass beat with Baby. I
Some
ain't
days
gonna
our
hold.
win rate is good. Some days it's bad. But
Straight losses. Some days it's straight losses.
that's part of it.
But what we got,
I actually
heart. Tell them.
heart and soul. Dragon soul. I
love that.
That was
I love
perfect.
that.
That's one of
But-
the best songs of all time. Can
for
we just
sure.
yeah.
For sure.
My
Mysteries
I do want to rank up in that game.
Energy moves all
I really want to
around.
rank up. Like I really want us to get like a decent tier. Honestly.
Energy will never end. We will fight for love and glory.
Copyright. Tell the story.
But
my favorite thing is there's always memes of Cell like he's waiting on that square like battlefield
Yeah.
for like hours.
yeah.
And he's just waiting there. And people would make memes of like other anime characters going up to him and trying to fight him. And he's like, I'm not waiting for you. Like Ash Ketchum was trying to fight him. He's like, who the fuck are you? I love that.
Nah, but that was supposed to be the torch handed over. The fan base wasn't fucking with Goku not being in the story no more. Bullied Akira Toriyama and not Toonami, Shonen Jump, maybe. Yeah, and to bring it back, Goku. Hence why the Buu Saga is what the Buu Saga is. Even still, even in the Buu Saga, Gohan at one point was weak. because he wasn't training, but we had a time skip. I think it was like 8 years. So Gohan's in high school by now, working on that dream of being a scholar, having that. But he still at some point became the strongest character in the damn thing.
What a twist! That always caught me off guard. Like knowing what I know, the little information that I know.
And guess what?
That always pulled that's crazy to me. Imagine Boruto. He's like, I'm about to be a fighter pilot. Naruto, I don't want to be Hokage. I want to be a fucking tradesman. I want to be a plumber.
But his goals were more instilled to him from his mother, because he never liked fighting. Like his
I love that. And then also for generational lineage, I don't love that.
Yeah, it's like having a king, and then you whatever his offspring is, whoever his offspring is going to be the crown prince. As much as he wants to not be the crown prince and just go and run and probably maintain some land over there, he still has an obligation, because his position will always be right under the king. He will fight with the king. He will be with the king. He will see how the king has done his thing, because at one point the king won't be there and he will have to.
That's almost a smart move, like technical story wise, because like this only specifically works because of the 30 years of knowledge everyone has on Goku being this like almost untouchable figure, even though he dies, even though everyone fights him.
Yeah.
This like stature of his heroism, you can't necessarily replicate that
At all.
So I feel like it's smart to make Gohan have this like more like academic personality. But then like you said, like if shit gets rough, he's that because especially I like that.
And we have Vegeta, and so many people want Vegeta to take that top spot, but I think it's just poetic that he never really gets number one, because then he loses. I feel like Vegeta would lose his edge on what has become his character for so long, chasing number one rather than being number one. And then once he gets number one, what then?
Yeah, does he really need to be number one when he already has his fucking family, strength, and friends?
It's bittersweet. Everybody wants that good ending for that character that's been striving for that for so long. But as long as the story continues, the moment Vegeta hits number one will be the moment Dragon Ball will stop bringing out content.
Yeah.
Just put it like that. But yeah, Dragon Ball, I'm gonna wrap this one up. Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super. I was gonna mention this, funny enough, back in the Dragon Ball Super, Gohan again was once again one of the weaker characters, and now the strongest motherfucker out there right now is Gohan. So
that's sick.
He's just bound to be a powerhouse no matter what in his story. So
that also goes to show any Dragon Ball hater. I understand people who used to hate the Dragon Ball community to a degree, because back then people maybe would latch on like super a lot about it. Like it was definitely a fight back then. Like if you didn't like Dragon Ball, or if someone made fun of someone, it's like, no, Dragon Ball's the best. But for any haters of Dragon Ball, I've only seen like maybe an accumulative 50 episodes across the board.
Yeah.
Of like, I grew up watching the original, a couple episodes, but I preferred Pokemon, so I just started watching Pokemon more. And then I watched some Z, and then I watched like random clips and stuff from others.
Yeah.
It just goes to show you how, even the little I've seen, I understand like how important a lot of the story elements and characters are. What the fuck was that?
That was sick, bro. That was sick.
Yeah, it goes to show you how important like and originally creative it is. Like the fact that I know, like I love that dynamic of Goku and Gohan, like all these characters and stuff. Like,
and just y'all wait.
For anyone who thinks it's just fighting still somehow in 2026, it's fucking not.
It's not just fighting, but it is a good hefty amount of fighting, and where That's where we all are gravitating to. Anybody who loves Dragon Ball loves fighting, loves choreographed fights like Dragon Ball. The fast, quick pace, high power, destroying mountains. You know, those are, you know, and it's like a tug. It's like a back and forth. It's never one sided. Isekai, but but
It's like boxing now with like the best boxing moments are like the stories that
lead up
it.
to lead up to the big match, and then when the big match happens, if it doesn't deliver and all the trash talking, it just be like, oh, this is anticlimactic. Like, yeah, he's good, but like we was expecting like a whole brawl,
and the,
you know.
and
But
the fight,
Dragon
the
Ball
fighting,
delivered.
yeah,
Every time.
And the
Delivered.
fighting aspect is not just fighting; it's trying to be the best.
It's trying to be the best, and it's also trying to overcome. This is why so many people that do body work out and lift and stuff take so much from Dragon Ball. Is it's always the challenge is never the opponent. The challenge is yourself, and can you get better? Can you strive and see yourself being better, doing better, becoming the best that you can be? So when you do
that's
reach
exactly
that point, that point in time where you have to face that opponent, are you ready? Whether that opponent is literally somebody or metaphorically just another, you know, mountain that you know that is in your way right now. Are you prepared for that? Have you prepared yourself mentally, physically for that? But yeah, I love Dragon Ball Z, man. Let's move on to the next.
That could be a whole episode.
What?
And I haven't even. That's how just fucking good some of these classics are.
I'm saying.
Truthfully.
I'm saying.
All right. I'm gonna skip one for later because I might talk about it a lot, but I gotta talk about it. I gotta talk about Akira.
Okay.
I have a couple movies in my honorable mentions list that we'll get into later, just a little bit. But Akira is the only. I have two movies on my 3x3. They've probably already seen it. I probably put the photo up. But yeah, Akira is, I think, one of the best movies of all time. I just think
A lot of people would agree. A lot of people would agree.
I knew of it as a kid. I've seen aspects of it as a kid. Never fully watched it. When I was like a teenager, I watched a little bit with my dad because he was watching it. And then I think 2019, 2020, we actually me and you sat down and actually fully watched it.
Yeah.
And that shit is so. It has signified the dynamic of character with a passion, and that character slowly goes psycho, and then it has like revolutionized kind of the aspect of the really niche subgenre of like mental psychic strength, kind of like I don't know how to explain it. Supernatural,
Wasn't it the
like
pills that was doing that shit to him too, right? Like the
yeah. There was a lot, mental
drug induced.
A lot of that shit
Super
is
monkeys.
inspired from fucking. I'm pretty sure 11 from Stranger Things is almost a direct correlation to Akira. What did we watch with Michael B. Jordan? Started with a C. It's not Super 8.
Nah, it's not Super
It's not
8.
Super 8. It's there's a movie with Michael B. Jordan and two other guys.
And they're superheroes.
Yeah. We watched it.
People know what we talking about.
I'll put a photo of that. That whole movie is about they get powers, and essentially the whole
why I can't remember the name.
ending. The whole ending is one of the characters is basically Akira-fied. And it's a direct correlation. Like
Going
even
down
some of
the
the
street,
shots
going
are
cra-
similar.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those movies, one of those pieces that did a lot of.
And then that bike slide. You see
I-
that it's so many different.
The Akira slide has been shown in 5,000 pieces of media. The
What is it,
5,000. I'm pretty. I read something. I don't know how true it is because I don't know how this works. I read something where Akira used such a distinct color palette they created multiple colors for the movie. I don't know how true that is, but I read that they created almost like five to 10 specific hues of a color just to get the look of a dystopian future cyber type like Tokyo. Which is just wild. Which just
it's wicked.
They did things that a movie this generation, because we have so much history of media, couldn't do now.
Yeah.
Which is why I look back to Akira to be like,
We need a voice entry, dog.
we need
a full reset. Like,
do we really?
nah. But
Do we forget?
we might,
if we
get,
get a-
we might get close to everything getting close kind of wiped
Yeah,
out soon. I ain't
don't
gonna
say it too
hold.
loud, but they might get us.
They might. Hey, word on the street, Trump.
might get
Trump
us.
making some moves. Word on the
making
street.
some moves.
He making some crazy
Making
moves.
some moves.
And
This is really bad timing because ICE is doing some crazy work right now.
I just heard they shot somebody not too long ago, and well, anywho, we're talking anime.
trigger warning. I'm sorry. I hope all you Canadians are good out there.
I hope everyone's good out there. It's crazy times. There's no more time to stick to what you know, and grasp on the community more than now.
You think Canadians is just a bunch of dumb snow people that just sit there and jolly good time. Hey, nah, bro. They got drug problems.
They got drug problems.
They got bad drug problems. They're getting
Drake just lost the fucking
ICE
beef not too long
is
ago.
affecting them. Drake just lost
ICE-
the beef.
ICE-
They just lost.
Yeah,
They lost. I mean, granted, they have Drake, Justin
Toronto
Bieber,
basketball
and the
is going
Weeknd,
downhill.
But we got problems there.
the best thing they got is Brandon Ingram. Come on,
This is enough of the Canada podcast.
what are they talking about? Y'all are going through it right now, and as
If
your
Canada's
neighbor,
struggling, we're all
we want
struggling.
y'all to be great. So get rid of
help
Brandon
each other.
Ingram.
We help
Nah,
each
I'm playing.
other.
He's doing well. He's doing well. But Toronto basketball, I don't know.
But what was I talking about? Akira.
Akira, yeah.
Akira is one of the only few movies when I'm creating
Hockey's
something
still good in
personally, I
Canada,
look
though,
back.
right?
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, they're still good.
We're cooked, yeah.
They're still good. Yeah. Do you have Akira on your list?
No.
That just goes to show there's a lot of good shit out there.
There's a
I
lot
think
of-
Akira I put because it is a perfect element of a lot of creative shit I like. I like colors. I like the stylized pieces of media. I love movies. I love anime, and they kind of all go together. The biggest thing that we fumbled is the canceled Akira video game. We fumbled that so hard.
Damn.
There was works, I think either on the SNES or PlayStation 1 around that time. There was a canceled. They fumbled it so hard. Imagine driving that scene where they're driving over the bridge
Yeah.
to like the city and stuff.
Yeah,
and
with
shit.
all the, yeah.
We were supposed to have that. There was some gameplay. There was some demo gameplay. I'll show it on the screen if I can
feel
find
like-
it. That shit would have been Batman Arkham Knight before Arkham Knight.
Akira isn't Western, but if Akira was Western, it would have been as big, if not bigger, than Star Wars.
Well, you know what's hard? Is Spirited Away bigger?
Then Akira?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I think that's more interesting. I think they gotta trump Spirited Away before they,
Yeah.
because, I mean, arguably Ghibli and Star Wars is similar in scale to some people. I know a lot of people who would love every Ghibli movie over Star Wars, but Akira,
Ghibli-
if
that
it had
Ghibli
a-
writing is
if it had a
something, though.
world,
Ghibli writing is something.
Ghibli writing is something. Not even just Miyazaki, but the other Ghibli movies without him too is just phenomenal. Yeah, but I think Akira goes up there for that reason. It's kind of also like I love Ghibli movies, but as an anime movie goes, I think this is where it becomes like my personal style of favorite. I think I love focusing on that. And the grittiness of it, it's also very, I think there's a lot of Western elements that Japan and America can relate on, some of the grittiness that happens. Like,
Yeah.
so that's why I love it.
All
right.
All right.
Your turn.
We'll go. My list is very more personalized. So it's not like Akira isn't a top 9 thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
you got to choose the ones that moved you.
And for number 2, I'm gonna choose this one. I have my number 3 in mind, but number 2 I'll say Hajime no Ippo.
I was hoping you were saying this because
Yeah.
this is one I have not watched at all.
Yeah.
I've seen some amazing edits,
Yeah.
but this is
Yeah.
okay. This is one I
Well,
already
I
want to
look
watch.
like I know I don't look like him, but I'm doing the face he does. Yeah.
Put that shit up.
What's his face?
I really want to see this. So
Goddamn.
for anyone that doesn't know, try to sell us on this right now.
On Hajime no Ippo?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's say we've never heard about it.
Never heard of it. Never heard about it. You ever watch Dragon Ball Z? It's that, but realistic, dog. That's some real shit. But
How similar is it to Rocky or Creed or
okay.
Western boxing?
Similarities on Rocky and Creed. The similarities mainly start where it's like with anything boxing, anything sport wise, is that physical ability. Where Hajime no Ippo starts is not exactly where Creed or Rocky start. Hajime no Ippo was more like a bullied kid, who's helping his mom because his dad passed, I believe. Yeah, his dad didn't leave. His dad passed. I had to make sure. Helping his mom with the fishing boat and a lot of the heavy lifting he was pretty much doing. Just helping around the house, and in school he wasn't really popular, wasn't really noticed, nothing crazy. And I believe I'm trying to remember it, that one day he saw Takamura, I want to say, and he thought to himself, like, Takamura was like, I think training, and like I think he was just catching the leaves in the tree, but like in stance. It's quick, it's cinematic.
That shit's cool.
And he thought to himself, he's like, oh, I want to be in that. I want to do this. And he goes and he gets himself into it. And then like every show or movie does, it shows you that side where it's like, oh, he's enjoying this. This is fun. He's making friends. He's da 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 da. And then they hit you with the reality of it when they throwing you in a fight. And they tell you to break your limits, get past your limits. You got to learn the skill. You got to become good, because once you lose, you can't train with us anymore. In a sense, it was more that do or die. For Rocky and Creed, I'd say the stakes were more like, for Creed, because that's more fresh than Rocky is in my head. Mm-hmm. Creed 1 was like his name, coming off Apollo Creed's history and I'm gonna say glory, because glory is the first thing that came to my head. But not Apollo. Creed's main thing was like, if he loses, or not loses, his stakes weren't losing really. His area was like, can he be his own person, or will he always be Apollo Creed's son? You know what I'm saying? His stakes were always was different. And then Rocky's stakes was like, can somebody who's from nowhere be something against the heavyweight? He was thrown in a heavyweight fight off of like a charity event or something. He wasn't supposed to be there, but he trained like hell, gave the people the fight of a lifetime, and I think eventually beat Apollo in the first one.
I don't remember.
I think he did. I think he beat Apollo at the end of the movie. The first one became the champ. Second movie,
I think
damn
I
near
think
died
we
to
need
Dolph
hit
Lundgren.
I think we need to hit a Rocky episode
Low key,
soon.
low key.
That might let us know in the comments
But-
if you want the next after Transformers
Yeah,
to be some boxing shit.
some box. Actually, I'll talk to you later about it. But yeah, the stakes were different for both of those. The stakes in Hajime no Ippo was always in the sense of if you lose, you pretty much can't be in the gym. Especially in the beginning because the gym wasn't really making no money. And then also you wasn't going to get many fights if you were losing.
Okay, can you answer this? His name is Ippo.
Ippo. Makinuchi.
Would Ippo survive the Diamond Gym?
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure.
Okay, so you know
He's
exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah. He
was
Ippo's crazy.
He wouldn't be twerking like Cash Nasty.
No. Nah. He would have been ultra polite, but anything they would have asked him to do, and he would have probably did more than what they were asking. He'd be like, "Oh,
That's
shit,
fire." Okay,
This nigga's a monster."
that's fire.
Because that was Ippo's main like thing in the thing is how well he was adept at fighting and learned and quickly were to adjust. And every fight in Hajime no Ippo, which I started watching this, there's nothing that makes you want to go out and box like that anime.
Over
Nothing want to make
even like over even movies and stuff,
Oh yeah.
or seeing someone
Like,
else do it. In real
Don't
life.
get me wrong. You go and you watch a Superman movie. You go and watch a superhero movie, and you're gonna look at the dude's physique, and you're gonna be like, "Damn, I kind of want my shit to be like that. Damn, I kind of want to be like that. Like, oh, this shit's amazing." You know, you got all the. But at the end of the day, they say it and they show it in a supernatural sense, so you think it's very supernatural. You're still gonna get inspired, but Hajime no Ippo lets you know this is there's limits. But to strive past those we're seeing a trend here. Just to strive past those is
Your choices so far are very optimistic.
I gotta be optimistic in the world in this world that beats you up all the time. Gotta have some type of optimism. But like, yeah, just from the fights alone, the work that is shown. Like, I've never been the type I was like easily entertained. Yes, I have. I've always been easily entertained. But but there's just nothing like Hajime no Ippo exactly that gets you motivated to go out and start doing your shit. Like, you see him do it, you seeing him strive, because he had I think his first fight was against one of his classmates or somebody from another school, but he was in his grade. And I think it was his interest to get in. It was his stakes to get in. All he had to do was get one hit. If he got one hit, he wins. And then the rest of the series is him fighting other people. Yes, some are champions, some are almost champions, but it always felt like we just wanted to get back to that rematch, because there was the first one where he technically won because he got the hit. He wasn't a boxer, but the other one was. So the clause was one hit, you win. He got the one hit. He won. Second fight, he lost, I believe. I don't know how he lost. I don't remember exactly. And then I think it was supposed to be a lead up into their third fight, but I don't recall, and I don't think there was ever a third fight, because I think they went into different weight classes, because, oh my God, the way they portrayed how keeping in the weight was so hard and grueling.
Really? Did they show like diet and stuff?
Not like eating diet, but more like fucking
Like the parts you don't really,
exactly.
the other parts of the fight that you don't see.
Exactly.
That's cool.
They showed the road work. They showed all that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they kept it fun, obviously, but yeah, Hajime no Ippo is great. It's great. It's something you get into and you watch and you get so inspired and you get so enthralled within the group dynamic too. You know what I'm saying? It makes you want to join the gym. And then you realize the gym ain't nothing like fucking Hajime no Ippo.
Not at all.
Ain't nothing like him. There ain't a world champion in the gym. There ain't 2 world champions in the gym. Or one world champion, one lightweight Japan champion.
God.
A middleweight Japan
around
champion.
here.
They had that all in one gym.
That's wild. Definitely won't be around here for sure.
But yeah, that's up there, and you know why? Because the optimism,
You know why.
the fighting, you know what I'm saying. It's one of the reasons I think me, myself, and I always strive to be the best I am. That in Dragon Ball Z, like a lot of my selections always is either thinking or striving to be better. Mm-hmm. Because I feel like the moment we stop trying to be better, then we're doing a disservice to ourselves and to the ones that are around us that care for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. But at the same time, don't be too hard on yourself. Understand your limits. If you want to break through them, you got to go through trial and error. It ain't never going to be easy. But understand, you got to get it in. My favorite quote from Rocky, actually, comes from Creed, I think in the second movie. Whichever movie he has to fight Mr. T. Whichever movie that was. And he had to learn foot movement from Apollo Creed. And he's like, and he goes, and Rock's like down and out. Everybody knows this clip. He's down and out. And Apollo goes, come on, Rock, work, Rock. And Rock's like, tomorrow. And then Apollo goes, there ain't no tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And it hits every time. You know, you get to scrolling on that motherfucking YouTube shit, knowing you got shit to do. Them YouTube shorts, them TikToks, and you come across that shit. There ain't no tomorrow, Rock. You go, all right, I hear you.
It's time.
Put
It's
this
time
shit
to get
down.
off.
Let me get to working on some shit. Damn. There ain't no
Get off.
tomorrow.
That's true.
And rest in peace. Rest in peace to him. He passed. Maybe 2 years ago, a year to 2 years ago.
Rest in peace to Akira Toriyama as well.
Yeah, rest in peace to Akira Toriyama.
As well.
But yeah, go ahead.
That's good.
Yeah,
I gotta watch it.
I get that. It's great. It inspires.
I do need some more inspiring anime because a lot of mine I center around style, maybe look.
Yeah.
Which actually the next one, I don't know if you've seen it, The Great Pretender. That's one of my favorites.
That's the one you watched with Ian,
favorites. No, but we did watch it at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Separately.
Funny enough.
Separately. And we were watching it, and then I would finish the season. He would finish the season. We're like, oh, you watched that? He's like, yeah, I just watched that yesterday. I'm like, I just watched that yesterday. And that one is, I don't even know how to describe the art style. It's like, do you remember the cover of GTA Vice City?
I want to say yeah. Yeah.
You know how it's very just super bright, colorful. Everything is a little bit too colorful where it like doesn't really make sense. Like the
like Space Dandy.
yeah, yeah, essentially, because you watch The Great Pretender, the realism is there in a way because the story is based off of like things that it couldn't happen in real life, but similar things have happened in real life. So, for example, recently the Louvre or whatever the fuck that museum got they stole like the painting or they stole something from the French museum. That's basically The Great Pretender. Yeah. They do these
Lupin
such
the Third.
elaborate. It's Lupin the Third if it was like I guess modernized in a sense, so it kind of looks like a graphic novel, but if the colors were like oversaturated. So on top of that, when you have such a vibrant show and so much is happening, also the soundtrack is very intense. It's like very Cowboy Bebop. Like when the jazz of Cowboy Bebop goes to 10, that's what The Great Pretender is like most of the time.
Okay.
That's what they try to focus on, like that kind of like high action, almost
You say that all I hear is
It's very like
3, 2,
Jazz
1.
Casino like.
Let's jam.
It's that's how it feels. That's how The Great Pretender feels. The only thing that's interesting about The Great Pretender is you'll watch 6 episodes, and there's a certain amount of episodes for like each heist. So it kind of starts a heist, you see the actual heist, and then afterwards, everything gets exposed, and you realized the thing that happened at the beginning of the heist is perfectly played into like the ending.
Okay, so
and-
like a reference, like now you see me, now you don't.
Yes, Great Pretender is Now You See Me, Now You Don't. Just they don't call themselves magicians. They call themselves whatever they need to in the operation, and they have this character. I forgot his name, but his nickname is Edamame, or like the bean.
Edamame, yeah.
Yeah, so they just call him like Edamame, and they just fucking. He is like he's the main character, but he is like the rookie, because he needs some money, he needs a job or whatever. He gets stuck into these situations, and there's these other characters that are super like nice. There's like this light skinned girl that is
Light skin girl. Nah.
she looks like Casca's cousin. she looks really cool. She has like a interesting backstory that makes her why she is as skilled at what she does. There is the leader of it all, and the best thing is like the only thing that The Great Pretender does that is more interesting than other anime like it is we are Edamame. We are his character because they trick him into doing the mission successfully, knowing his insecurities, which is revealed to him as it's revealed to us.
Okay.
So the fact of like, Edamame, you got this job, you're going to do this, you're the key example to this. And then the whole operation will go by, he thinks he did it, and as for example, they'll say like, actually that whole time you did nothing. The whole operation was going on in this other country, and this was important because it distracted this thing. And so like we thought this whole operation was happening in front of us, but actually it was happening in the background while we thought we were in the background. So you'll just like watch 12 episodes. You'll know what's going on. They tell you exactly how the plan is going, and then they expose the truth, and the plan went. There was a separate plan that was camouflaged the whole time that we did not know about, and so Edamame gets to get it revealed as we get it revealed, and we become the main character.
Boogie Pop Phantom.
Boogie Pop Phantom.
That's exactly what that reminded me of.
It is that twist, like how Boogie Pop Phantom has it. It is that twist, but the twist is why this worked.
Yeah.
And they prey on the mistakes of people, like the human mistakes of people. So like we know this person will mess up because this person, we researched him, has a history of doing this in his job, and this one guy's essential to taking down this whole CEO operation in this, and that's the whole show. And it's like 2 seasons, so there's quite a bit of it. There's like 3 or 4 heists, and they each get crazier as they go, and it's just really good. Yeah, that's The Great Pretender. But the music is a strong point. It's very. If there was like a concert of this, I would go immediately.
Oh, okay.
Which helps the why I love it. Like I said earlier, music makes you lose control.
Music makes you look. Hey,
so yeah, that's why I like it.
All right.
That one's simple. I watched that in the apartment as well.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of like, because we had so much time. There was a lot of time to watch anime in that apartment.
Unemployed.
Yeah. So I took advantage of that and I watched some good stuff.
Yeah, when you got a lot of time on your hands, you can either be crafting something or watching something, or playing with yourself.
Yeah, or playing with each other. What is your next one?
Ergo Proxy.
Nice.
And this is on my list. This is a personal favorite because of just how the fuck it looked, the fucking story, and the psychological. That's what the fuck I wanted to say. Psychological trip it took me the fuck on.
How many episodes is it?
24.
That's not bad.
I believe, yeah.
It gets in and out.
Yeah, for sure. And it was I would say there's so much I could say and there's so much I can't say because there's so much I do and don't remember. I don't remember enough to tell you deep down how it goes, but the more I'll talk about it, the more it will come back to my brain, type of thing.
Is Ergo Proxy a show that it's like more beneficial to not explain as much and just force you to tell you to watch it?
Pretty much.
So you could just like experience it firsthand.
Exactly that. All I will say is, it's one of those things where if you truly love that genre, you'll be in it and you'll be binging. You'll probably finish it within the day or 2-3 days, depending on how much time you have. But it's one of those things. Once the story gets going and you hit a certain point, it's like you can't put it down. You got to know what's happening next. But like I said, it is psychological. So the whole time there is an overarching question that is prominent in your face, not behind the scenes question. It is prominent and it is in your face and is asking you almost every episode. And you can answer it yourself or you can just let the story continue until the answer is there. But it takes you on a journey. It takes you on a journey with 3 characters. And they're all uniquely different. Very uniquely different in how they talk and how they act towards each other. But at the same time, I think there's that overarching similarity between all of them in the sense of where I think a lot of animes and a lot of stories go in is like that loneliness almost, to where it's like they're all lonely in some aspect and are wanting something in that aspect. But yeah, Ergo Proxy is my third one. It's a great one. I love it. And once it's completely out my brain, I probably will rewatch it alone. I don't know, but I probably will rewatch it someday. It's great. Go ahead.
Wait, out of 10, actually, what would you give that?
Out of 10?
Yeah.
A smooth 8.5.
Okay. So it's not like perfect.
It's not perfect, no.
But what it did was like crazy.
What it brought was amazing and wonderful. It wasn't too, other than the ending song, the music wasn't too crazy, but the ending song was very, I can't remember it right now, but I remember hearing it when it would end and I'll go, nah, I gotta look this shit up. This is gas. But yeah.
Evanescence to anime.
Yeah, pretty much. pretty much.
That's funny.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
That's what the cover. That's what the main. Like they look exactly the same.
Oh, you know what? I will say this. It offers that question of what makes you, in a sense, human. What makes a human, in a sense, or what makes a robot, in a sense. You know, if you're familiar with Detroit Becomes Human video game, you know that also asks that question.
There's a big genre. That's a big genre.
Yeah.
So to get it right and to inspire others, it's very, very cool.
Exactly. But yeah, go ahead. I'm realizing how long.
How far are we in? Oh damn!
Exactly.
We gotta go.
Exactly.
Okay, so this one's pretty quick. This might be a 2-hour podcast, however long this camera goes. The next one is Assassination Classroom. I had to put it in here. Now, there was a lot of others. Maybe today in my honorable mentions list, I won't. Maybe I'll go through them quick later, right before we end the podcast. So stick around for that. But there was a lot of in my honorable mentions list that would go over Assassination Classroom. But for my 3x3, I only listed anime that I have fully completed or have watched a lot of, as in the honorable mentions I either didn't start yet, I'm halfway, or etc. Assassination Classroom gets in here because as a kid, I grew up watching anime. I grew up watching Dragon Ball, One Piece, Pokemon, Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh! From like a pretty early age, I would say maybe 4, 5, 6. I started watching it as a kid. Me and my brother would wake up pretty early for school. We would watch Ben 10. Sometimes at night, we would watch Pokemon. Sometimes on Saturdays, there would be Pokemon playing. But Assassination Classroom was one of the ones that stood out to me when I got back into anime / heavier into anime when I was like 12, 13, 14. For a couple years, I stopped watching it. I was like 9 or 10. I started just focusing on video games. But then I hit about 12. I hit middle school, and I started watching anime again because I feel like for some reason that's when it started becoming popular. Around the time of SAO.
Yeah. SAO, Attack on Titan.
Death Note was still really... Attack on Titan was... Yeah, that was like I remember watching when Attack on Titan came out, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And Assassination Classroom was also around there. I watched it. I think I was like 13 or 14. Out of all the ones I watched in that area, Death Note, SAO, Attack on Titan, Fairy Tail, all that shit, Assassination Classroom was the only one where the kids in that were around my age, so I related to it more than I thought I would. Which I didn't realize.
Okay. I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't think. Yeah,
I didn't realize until after it ended. Because it's like 2 or 3 seasons.
Yeah.
And that was also one of the only anime endings that really made me tear up and cry a little bit because I was like, damn, this is over. What I found to be relatable is, so you know how like Dragon Ball and a lot of these shonen characters, they're like superhero level. Assassination Classroom was never that. Koro Sensei
was a monster.
Is an alien, but the actual characters, their own skill was based off of like, the training was the most important part in Assassination Classroom. It's not what you could do. It's how you could do it. It's like, it was very important for
along
each.
with knowing the fucking humans, psychology, how they work and shit like that.
Yeah. It was the whole aspect of taking kids, but teaching them how to be assassins, but in a morally correct way is a very weird, like, thing to watch as a kid, because they never focused on killing people necessarily. They focused on what makes you strong. Focus on that. Don't be like anyone else. And that was like what I got from it. And also because the main character, I think Nagisa, and the other main character Karma, the kid with the blue hair and the I also related to that because they always thought he was a girl.
Yeah.
And as a kid, I had long hair, so everyone thought I was a girl. So I was like, I hate that I relate to this character.
And he was a girl. I'll be honest.
Yeah, but
also you would have been one ugly girl.
What? You didn't? No. You didn't really met me when I had the long hair as a kid.
Yeah, I met you with the bowl cut kid.
What?
Short bowl cut.
What?
Yeah.
No, I had like
in middle school.
No, I had like hair that went down.
In middle school?
Yeah. In the year you met me. Before that, it was. You definitely seen pictures of me with that bowl cut.
I swear I seen you at least once or twice, like prior to 8th grade.
Really?
Yeah.
Probably.
We just never talked until 8th grade.
Yeah, probably 6th grade or something. I had it. So if you definitely caught me then, caught me a straight in. But as a kid, I had long, like, unkept hair, so it wasn't like purposeful. There's a lot of grown people that's like, "Hey, little girl." I turn around and they're like, "Little boy," and that's exactly what happened to Nagisa. And he taught me he used that to his advantage in a way.
Haku.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He used that to his advantage in a way where it was like, people underestimate me. I'm going to use that to kill them. So one of his famous fights, is I think it was him versus Karma, and Karma
Yeah.
was kind of more like of the strength type person. Like I'm a skilled assassin. I'm strong. I can take you out physically, and I can run you down mentally. And I liked Karma a lot. But the thing with Nagisa was, he's like, I'm gonna take you and take your ideas of what's up. Nah, these people are gay in this house, bro. Right before that, we got Chaz and Kobe kissing each other. Anyways, back to talking about being a woman. Nah,
That's rich.
that's right. They is my phone going off?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there is a famous fight where Karma versus Nagisa. Karma is brutally, I think, beaten on Nagisa, and they are best friends, but they are rivals because they want to be each other, but they want to be their own selves, and they want to be stronger. They want to be the top one in the class. But Nagisa used that to his advantage and said, I know Karma really well. I know my opponent really well. Right when he takes me down, I am going to take that in his mind as the moment he lets his guard down thinking he wins is really when I'm stabbing him in the back. And there was a lot of like interesting aspects. They had these rubber knives that they played with. And there was a really interesting aspect of like how to use your weapons against your opponent. So even to the point where one of them would cut up the rubber knife, and he would, if the goal was to go in the forest and to eliminate everyone, like a training sparring session, and once you get touched by a rubber knife, you lose. They would do these things like I would have it behind my back. I would cut it up and tape it to my fingers and then just touch somebody, and they would not see the knife in my hand, but there was pieces of the knives glued to my hand. A lot of stuff like that I really like. As much as fighting, brawling, choreograph is fucking awesome, everyone loves that, I like the technical aspects of certain fights where it's like the only way to win here is to outsmart the other opponent, and to adapt to each situation, and to very environmental. And that shit was very cool.
Yeah.
And it's also very funny because like the whole time Koro Sensei blew up the moon. So the government's after him, but he's like, I'll do it again, but I got to teach these kids. That shit is just funny.
His only clause being like, hey, I won't do anything. Y'all just let me teach these kids.
Yeah, let me teach these kids. He's like, I can destroy the human race. That shit's funny.
Yeah.
And also, a lot of things stick with me for that character. A lot of what he says. He's very morally just, surprisingly, after destroying half the moon. And it was interesting because they would gauge his strength sometimes. So they would say, Koro Sensei's speed is Mach 20. He can go Mach 20.
Yeah.
And I always thought that was interesting because he never like powered up. He was like, this is what he does.
Yeah.
And so you kind of get a cool estimate of like, okay, this is what his power is like. This is why he's strong. He can go Mach 20. That's why he can go to a baseball game in America. And he's like, I'm leaving. I'll be gone in 5 minutes. Takes 5 minutes to go to America. And it shows his strength. This is how his strength works. This is how he can die. And that was the whole aspect of like that show.
Yeah.
And that really, out of all the things I watched around that era, that one taught me a little more than like SAO, Death Note.
Ain't fair. Hey.
Which is the only reason why I still think about that one.
Assassin's Classroom is dope though. I
'Cause
watched it. I liked it. I like the whole like classroom, and then the fact that he was also boosting. Like these were, I don't know if you mentioned it. I was like in the middle of like trying to figure out this because that shit was dying, and I was like, why the fuck this plug ain't working? But he had the bad students. He had the bad students of the class with not just the fact that they were bad, but also that they were close to failing.
Yeah.
And he brought their rate, like learning rate or learning grade rate.
Yeah.
Above the top people that were in that school.
They separated that
from.
class
Yeah.
of like
I love that.
the weird class, the kind of shitty weird class, and they separated and put them on the top of the
Kind of
mountain.
shitty, weird.
Like they weren't that good, and he made them discover how good they were. It was just like that's how easy it has to be. I think that's part of the reason why I love it, because like
Gate of
as far as
illusion.
shonen wise,
And a
I don't think
motive.
it's anywhere near like top 5, 10. But I don't think that's necessarily the point. I don't think they were like trying to show the coolest fight scene or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck.
They're just showing the metaphor for when you sharpen a tool and give it somewhere to give it a target to hit. It can be deadly. Don't just throw away dull blades. Take care of them.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
like there were some girls in the class and some guys that were hard headed in that anime that were like, at the beginning it was like, you obviously can't kill, so which just means you obviously can't complete a mission or complete a task or do your best.
Yeah.
And he showed them, no, that thing you're worried about and insecure about, that's how you kill them. That's how you complete the mission. You're not focusing on that because you think that's weak. No, actually that's your strength. Learn how to do it like this. Let me teach you. And he taught every kid that,
That mindset, yes, mindset.
which is something a teacher rarely does.
also,
But once you get it, it's like, wow, this teacher took the time out of his day to teach every single student their own strength.
yeah,
And around that time was like middle school, so I was like, certain teachers were like that, maybe more than others. It was very like related to real life.
I felt like, never mind. I ain't even gonna get on that.
But your turn?
My turn.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
For my fourth selection, and these aren't my order, by the way.
Yeah,
As
this
I
isn't
mentioned
any
with the
order.
Dragon Ball Z, but my next one, I had it in my head, and now it's like gone. What the fuck? What the fuck just happened?
What the fuck?
All right, we're gonna go with the obvious one because I can't think of that one. Cowboy Bebop.
Boom.
And now this is where I start to go into my area of music and anime, anime with it. The action along with the soundtrack, along with the message.
Everything is good.
I like Cowboy Bebop because I also think it's kind of intertwined with my own soul and my own view of living in a sense, and how they're always kind of like on the move. They're all like vagabonds, but yeah, they're all like vagabonds, and then
They're cowboys.
They're cowboys. They're out there making their money off of bounty hunting. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing stable about their life, and that's where I relate for the most part. And it's not the fact that, which in this anime they ask, it's like a question at the end of like, what are you aiming for? Who are you? You know what I'm saying? And within myself within this anime was like, it's like that question of like, what is stability and why does it feel like sometimes I'm running away from it? And that anime is just something, while watching it was very close to heart. So a lot of the episodes that were happening was like a lot of things I had to ask myself. It was like when we watched How I Met Your Mother, a lot of the episodes we were watching was at that point in time was answering or asking the same questions we were asking ourselves in our daily lives about shit that was happening around us, which is fucking crazy.
Timeless human problems.
I'm saying.
And timeless human solutions.
But yeah, so, and then the music, like you might have heard me before, but that 3, 2, 1, let's jam. You know what I'm saying? The music was great. The jazz music was great. I want to throw in a couple here, if you don't mind, because I ain't gonna mention them later on. But Samurai Champloo, and you're gonna mention this at some point, so I won't say it yet. But Samurai Champloo, along with this other one, I was thinking their music, along with the action, along with everything that was happening, always made it great. The message and the story, you know what I'm saying? it always felt like everything was fleeting. As quick as it came was as quick as it went. Because I could say more about Cowboy Bebop, but I think I nailed what it meant to me kind of right there. Okay. It's great. It's a great anime. Watch it. Yeah.
That's a good one that doesn't need much explanation, I feel like. It's just, it's a classic for a reason.
It's a classic. We went and we
We went and we conquered.
Fucking, I can't say this shit, damn it. Fuck. Huh? We went to a concert with all Cowboy Bebop music.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
So that just goes to show how great the music really was.
Yeah.
Call me.
Yeah. And one of the singers and one of the songwriters, that shit was good. One of the singers, is that Bacon Wrapped? Damn. I'm getting hungry.
And this is just a little. The one I was thinking of, but didn't mention.
Is that Alcoholic?
Oh. All I'm gonna say is dum 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 dum.
We did, at the Cowboy Bebop concert. We did see so many good things. I guess I'll talk about it. My next one is Trigun. He's forcing me to talk about it. Do you have Trigun on your list or no?
Nah, I was gonna mention it in the same vein as Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, so okay. Trigun is on my list, obviously.
Yeah.
That the one single show that changed. What? Does that have alcohol?
Hot cocoa. That's dope.
Damn, that sounds good.
On stream, try it. Bro,
It's recording.
That is amazing.
He's trying pussy tasting. Pussy.
Yeah, it tastes like pussy.
We up now.
Catchphrase.
It's been a while.
That's a pussy
Should I get some
tasting cream. Or it's dick cream.
Mm-hmm.
I
Bad, nigga.
thought he was gonna.
Editors, please edit
Edit
a dick in his mouth.
Do I even need to say it? Trigun is on my 3x3.
Yeah. But what does it mean to you?
Trigun means everything to me. Trigun is my favorite anime of all time. It's one of my favorite styles of all time. It's a Western. Don't even try. Don't even.
Nah, he's good.
Don't even.
He'll survive.
Yeah, but you won't. Get that ASMR.
Who's it, Snow White? No, not Sleeping Beauty.
That's a pig. What am I saying?
Charlotte's Web.
Charlotte's Web, bro. Trigun is just one of my favorites of all time. Everything about it. The Western, the cowboy, the music, the characters, the morals, the whole aspect of Knives versus Vash going, the butterfly is about to get eaten by a spider, and then Knives takes out both the spider and I think the butterfly flies away. But then they get mad at each other, and Vash goes, "Hey, why'd you kill him? You can't save both. He was going to eat him anyways. And if he didn't now, he would later," kind of morality. Mm-hmm. And Vash was like, "No, I was going to save both."
You're gonna love Darwin Project.
Oh yeah, and morality stuff is very fine-tuned for me because it's just something I think about on a daily basis. Like, you can't help but think about it. And every aspect of Trigun was just, even the slower aspects and the slower pacing was beautiful. And even though the show is not necessarily the entirety of the story, if you go and read the manga and whatnot, Vash as a character, and I'm talking the original, is just beautifully done to... He has so much similarities to Batman.
The scene? My fault, go ahead.
Which one?
The scene where, there's a couple scenes. There's 3 scenes that I really like.
Yeah.
So I'll mention one. The one where his character is usually like goofy, playful, never serious. And then there's a scene where I think they're coming back from somewhere, or they're getting out. He's getting out the shower, and she's coming in to say something, and we finally see his body under the trench coat, and it's all these bolts in him.
Yeah.
He has a missing arm, all these scars, and someone you think to yourself, someone who's always so kind has all these scars.
Has the deepest scars.
And he's very talented with a weapon. So it's like
That aspect is one of my favorites. The fact that Bash doesn't miss. So when you see him shoot somebody, he is shooting specifically to disengage an action or combat. When he shoots and it looks like he misses, or when he shoots and he hits the robot's foot, he is not shooting to kill. He is, I don't know, there's an orgy going on in his house. He is not shooting to kill, but he is shooting to disengage and to cause the least amount of damage possible. But the whole aspect of the show is for him doing that, people hate that. He's become wanted. There's so much destruction from those combats, those interactions in the world in general, that he is known as the humanoid typhoon, because every time he goes somewhere, shit gets destructive, even though when he's purposely trying to disengage. But this is a situation where the main character is not the stupid one necessarily, but the world is out to get him type of thing. This is a world where kindness doesn't get you far, but he is the one that's telling you to be kind in a world where everyone has to survive. And often when you have to survive, your attitude changes and turns to hate and misery, and sometimes kindness can sometimes be the last thing on your mind when all you're worried about is getting dinner for the day. So that's why it's interesting. And even his aspect of, you can clean it. No, it doesn't matter. His whole aspect, even with him and Wolfwood as brothers, Big Dick Wolfwood, Big Dickus, what's his name?
Hey,
Big Dickus, Wolfwood, Big Dickus. That's his name. If you know the meme, his name is Big Dickus something. What's up? Why are you just standing there?
I forgot what the fuck.
Big Dickus Lickus or whatever his name is.
I forgot. I knew it at one point.
Yeah, there's a whole meme about it.
Wolfwood. Hey, shout out Wolfwood.
Shout out.
He like them tall girls.
Shout out.
Shout out. Damn. Was it what was her name? Minnie. Mickey.
Millie.
Millie. Shout out Millie.
Millie Bobby Brown. Man, that's like I didn't turn the I didn't turn the whole camera around. He's like, that's our
What? What'd you
that's
say?
our producer. What?
You said Millie Bobby Brown?
Yeah. Sorry, that's not her name anymore. Millie.
No, you can't compare the two.
Millie Mommy Brown.
Nah.
Anywho.
But she is a mommy. She's a mom now.
She is a mom?
Millie Bobby something.
are we
Millie
not-
Bobby Jovi.
Yeah.
She adopted. I was like, when the fuck this transaction happened?
Wait, she wasn't pregnant? She married Bon Jovi's son. I would never.
You want to stop here and do a part two? Well, I gotta add.
Because we're already 1 hour 40. We could make a 3 hour long, but I could add them together, or I could do 2 parts.
All right, we can do 2 parts,
What?
and then I'll do my because you're on 5. I'll do my 5. I'll do my 5th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Were you done?
Yeah. Trigon is the best.
I said Dragon Ball, Ergo Proxy,
You gotta remember.
Hajime no Ippo, and Cowboy Bebop. For my 5th, This is specific. This is very specific. You may never find this ever. No matter how hard you try, you will never find this.
Well, they're gonna find it now after you say it.
Berserk. But not any Berserk. Not the 3 movies and not the 1990s. It's the specific Berserk that came out that meshed both the 90 version and the movie version.
Yeah.
And gave us the full story animated.
Yeah, that's tough. That's not
You
out
will
anymore.
never find that.
That's
and if
not-
you do find it, tag your boy. Shout out. You heard me? Shout out you.
That was on YouTube, right?
Yeah, it was on YouTube. What's that whole shit on YouTube?
That shit would not be allowed now.
I'm telling you, there was no anime that single-handedly affected me so much like fucking Berserk. And
And there
all the good and bad reasons. Fuck that nigga Ian for that.
Oh yeah.
He the one that put me on. But it ain't that bad though.
And then I have to say fuck you for making me watch it.
I made hey, funny enough chat. I made him watch it on his birthday.
That shit was crazy. That man.
He didn't even want to watch it. I just threw that bitch on.
A girl getting slammed through on my poor 18th birthday, 16th birthday.
But did we
16,
watch
right?
all 3 too?
Yes. Because I was looking at
Each were like a
my old list.
2 hours and 40 minutes long. Each
I was looking at my old list, and it was like Berserk Part 1, 7. Berserk Part 2, 7 something. Berserk Part 3, 9. And I was like, I know what happens at 9. I wonder what happens at 9.
Nah, but it was.
And then for the longest time after that, there'd be a lot of girls that I would hang out with and ask me, I want to watch some anime. What should I watch? You should watch a lovely show called Berserk. To get them in without telling them any context.
Nah, that's what we. Ian told me to watch it. Anthony told him to watch it. I made you watch it. Me and Ian made Pedro watch it. I don't know if they ever.
Yeah,
watched
it's one of the trauma bond things.
Yeah.
It's a trauma bonding experience. Let's get.
It's
I
a
can't
rite of
experience-
passage.
It's like I can't experience this trauma alone.
It's a rite of passage. But well, that was perfect time. We're wrapping it up
Yeah,
anyway.
perfect, yeah.
I'm not gonna explain Berserk. That's one of those things. That's one of the things I ain't gonna lie. Y'all go ahead and just dive in.
That's gonna be a whole essay video.
That's what. Look out for that. But it was great. It's one of my favorites. It molded what it meant to be a true stoic person.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
And it also was just once you get past a certain area, you know what rage means, and you know what rage means. You know what deception means. You know what pain is. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. Real quick, shout out because this ain't gonna be on my list. Is it gonna be on your list? Naruto.
No.
Shout out Naruto. Shout out One Piece is bound to be on one of our lists.
Yeah, that's mine. That's
Yeah.
on mine. I thought that one would be both of
Whose
ours.
dog is that?
I did not see that at first. I thought you were looking at the laptop.
Yeah. Go ahead and give some honorable mentions unless you want to wait to part 2.
We can wait to part 2.
I bet.
I have like 10
Motherfucker can't even see me.
honorable mentions.
Yeah, we need some animations for this last 5 minutes. You got us? Yeah. Just,
All right, wait for part 2.
I mean animation.
Unless we do it together.
Really.
Well, yeah.
We need you to mimic our mouths as for each scene.
For the last episode,